Good morning, students. In the previous classes, we have understood that how we can compare line segments by different methods, and then we have learnt about the different directions, then rotations in clockwise rotation, anti-clockwise rotation, or in which direction we will face. Such kind of questions we have discussed, and in the last video I have explained you the different types of angles also. Basically, I have explained you the 6 types of angle. Acute angle, which is less than 90 degree, right angle, which is equal to 90 degree, obtuse angle, which is more than 90 but less than 180 degree, then straight angle, which is equal to 180 degree, then reflex angle, more than 180 but less than 360 degree, and at last complete angle, which is equal to 360 degree. So on the basis of that, I have given you exercise 5.3. In the next assignment 18, I have given you the questions of exercise 5.3. They are very simple. First question, we match the following. It is also related to angles. And second question also, you have to identify that which type of angles are given. Simply you have to classify the angles, name the angle, that whether the given part is acute angle, obtuse angle, in this way. Okay. So now today we are going to start exercise 5.4, in which the major role is of protractor. Now this is protractor. This is one of the instrument which is present in your instrument box of maths, along with compass, divider, scale. This protractor is also present in it, and this is used for two purposes: either to measure the value of angle or to draw that angle. Okay. So we have to, first of all, we have to understand this protractor. Okay. So let me explain you that supposingly the line which you can see in the protractor, this is the baseline of protractor. This line is called baseline of protractor. And in all the protractor you will see that at one place 0 is written here, and then it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like that till 180. Okay. And on other side we can say that 0 is starting from here, and then it is same 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like that till 180. This is present in all the protractor. At one side 0 will start from here, on the other 0 will start from other side, and at center we are having one O, or you can say a center point we have. Now what we have to do, this is 90 degree. Now I have drawn here the basic diagram of the protractor. Now what you have to understand, like while measuring, first of all we will talk about to measure an angle. I am drawing two types of angle here. Okay. The only thing that at one angle the vertex is present on, if I will talk about this, then this is my right hand. So at one angle the vertex is present on right side, and on the other angle the vertex is present on left side. So whenever I will put this protractor, this center O I have to put on the vertex of angle, and this baseline should match with the base arrow. ठीक है. फिर आपको ये देखना है कि जो बेस लाइन है उस पे अगर इसमें 0 आ रहा है तो आपको इससे शुरू करना है, जिस भी लाइन पे 0 आ रहा हो. अगर इस वाली रीडिंग पे 0 आ रहा है तो आप इस पे शुरू करेंगे, और अगर इस वाली लाइन पे 0 आ रहा होगा तो आप इससे शुरू करेंगे. मेनली आपको देखना है बेस लाइन पे 0 आना चाहिए, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. फिर वहां से हम काउंटिंग करना शुरू करेंगे. जैसे इसको अगर मैं देखूं तो बेस लाइन को 0 लूं अगर मैं, तो ये मेरा 35 डिग्री एंगल हो रहा है. दिस एंगल इज 0 to 35 डिग्री. अब अगर मैं इस पॉइंट पे रख रही हूं, अच्छा जब मैंने यहां रखा था तो मेरा 0 अंदर वाली लाइन में आ रहा था, लेकिन जब मैंने प्रोट्रैक्टर को यहां रखा है, देन माई 0 इज कमिंग ऑन आउटर साइड. Okay, so now I have to note down the reading of outer measurement. Now again it's 43 degree. So this is the difference. If I am measuring, if 0 is here, we have to mainly focus on the 0, that the 0 should come on the baseline of the angle. This is baseline of the angle. So that you have to match, and from there you have to start watching the reading. आपको कब अंदर वाली लाइन नोट करनी है और कब बाहर वाली. In most of the cases the angle are in this condition. So you have to measure the internal, you have to observe this reading, okay, instead of the outer one. If the angle is turned this way, then we have to see the outer reading. And no need to, because in some protector it may change also. So what you have to keep in your mind, that 0 should start from the baseline. That is the final. Okay, in any case, if I am drawing angle like this also, then how you will measure? Simply keep it here and just note down that 0 is coming. This is my baseline. Okay, and in protector also this is the baseline. So 0 is coming on the inner angles. So I will look at the inner one. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So this angle is 60 degree. So it's very important to learn how to look at the protector, how to measure the angles. If you will learn how to measure the angles, then only you can draw the angles. For drawing the angles, first we will draw the baseline, and supposingly I have to draw 55 degree. I will put the protector like this. Again 0 is coming on the inside. This is 0 for me. So what I will do, inner angles I will see 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and this is 55. Marking I will put here. यहाँ से सीधे करके marking. Now this is 55, then I will join it like this. So this angle is 55 degree. So I hope that you all have understood that how we can measure the angles with the help of protector and how we can draw the angles. For better understanding, keep this protector in front of your elder brothers and sisters or your parents and just take their help, because if you are not able to understand from the video, then take guidance. You can take guidance from me personally also. And then I hope that you have understood how we can measure and draw the angles. Now we will start doing the questions of exercise 5.4. Okay students, so let's start our exercise 5.4. Question number 1. Question number 1 is very simple. The question is, what is the measure of a right angle? You know this, that the measure of right angle is 90 degree. But you have to write the complete answer. Write question with black pen and then you can write answer with blue pen. I am writing the direct answer. Okay, then second part is, what is the measure of a straight angle? So we all know that the measure of a straight angle is 180 degree. Yes, now moving to question number 2. In question number 2, the question is, let's say true or false. True or false आपको बताना है, statement को पढ़ के अच्छे से समझ के. The first part is the measure of an acute angle. Now this symbol is given. This symbol is for less than. Okay? And this symbol is for greater than. This is less than and this is greater than. So they are saying that measure of an acute angle is less than 90 degree. Yes, absolutely true. Acute angle छोटे से acute से होते हैं. So they are less than 90 degree. Similarly in second part, the measure of an obtuse angle is more than 90 degree. Sorry, it is less than 90 degree. So it is absolutely false. क्योंकि हमें पता है obtuse angle is more than 90 but less than 180 degree. Then next is the measure of a reflex angle is greater than 180 degree. Yes, it's completely true. Greater than 180 degree and it is less than 360 degree. Then fourth part, it's D part. The measure of a complete angle is equal to 360 degree. This is part A, this is B, this is C, and D part, complete angle 360 degree, true. Now in E part, if measure of angle A is equal to 53 degree and measure of angle B is equal to 35 degree, then measure of angle A is greater than measure of angle B. M stand for measure. Okay, तो आपको दे रखा है एंगल A की वैल्यू 53 डिग्री है, एंगल B की वैल्यू 35 डिग्री है. It's very easy to understand which one is bigger. Yes, for sure 53 degree is bigger. So the statement is true. Okay. Now moving to our next question, it is question number 3. Write down the measure of some acute angles. Means less than 90 degree, all are acute. You can write any two examples because they want to know two examples of each. Some acute angles I am writing 30 degree and 45 degree. Similarly for B part, some obtuse angle more than 90 and less than 180 we have to see. So I लिख रही हूँ 110 degree and 155 degree. You can write any number. It's completely your choice. आप मेरे से बिल्कुल अलग आंसर लिख सकते हैं. Okay. Now moving to our next question, that is question number 4. That is the most important one. In this, what you have to do, you have to measure the given angles by using the protractor and write down the measure. ठीक है, आपको सारे एंगल को प्रोटेक्टर से मेजर करना है. Like the A part, the angle is made like this. Okay. ये आपको एंगल बना हुआ है. We have to measure it by using protractor. So let's see how we will measure. Okay, now in this fourth question A part, we have to measure these angles by using this protractor. Okay, and we have understood that how you can use this protractor. I can choose any one of this as base angle. Okay, and I can put it like this way also. I can put it like this way also. It's completely my choice. From wherever you are comfortable, I am putting it this way. Okay, and अगर मैंने इसको बेस लाइन माना है तो इस पे कहाँ जीरो आ रहा है, अंदर वाले में या बाहर वाले में? तो मेरे प्रोटेक्टर में अंदर वाले में जीरो आ रहा है. सो मीन्स आई हैव टू वॉच द इनसाइड रीडिंग्स. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू इनसाइड रीडिंग द ए पार्ट मेजरमेंट should be 40 degree. Similarly, I am writing here all the answers. You can measure it. In B part, the angle is made like this. And you can put the protractor in this way, and when you will measure it, you will get it equal to 130 degree since it's obtuse angle. And in C part, the angle is made like this, and it is equal to 90 degree. Okay, and in fourth part there are 3 angles. Okay, and all are same almost. In D part, the diagram is made this way. Okay, so we have to find out the measurement of these angles. So the value of this angle is 60 degree. So you can measure all these angles and you can write the what does it measure. And by using the protractor, you can choose any one of them baseline. बस ये ध्यान रखना है आपको that whether you have to watch the inside reading or outside reading. That is important. Okay. Now we will move to our next questions, that is question number 5. Okay, now proceeding ahead in this exercise questions, now we will discuss question number 5. In question number 5, in the diagram, in the textbook only, you have been given 2 angles. Okay, and the name of one angle is A and the name of another angle is B. The question is, which angle has a large measure? First estimate and then measure. ठीक है, एस्टिमेट मीन्स आपको अंदाजा लगाना है. ठीक है, अनुमान लगाना है that which has larger measure, किसकी वैल्यू ज्यादा है. So if you will watch it, then means I have not made the correct diagram in as per textbook. Okay, yes, this is a diagram. So by observation, which angle is greater for us? For me, angle B is more. Now I can verify it by measuring them individually by using this protractor. So when I will measure angle A, measure of angle A, that will be equal to 40 degree, and measure of angle B, that will be equal to 65 degree. Okay, so which one is bigger? Definitely angle B is bigger. Therefore measure के लिए हम small m use करते हैं. Measure of angle B is more than measure of angle A. Very simple one. The similar one is question number 6. In question number 6 also, from these 2 angles, 2 angle बने हुए हैं. In this way, this is one angle and this is one more angle. Okay. Now from these are the 2 angles, which has larger measure? Again the question is same, किसका measure ज्यादा है? And estimate and confirm them by measuring them. पहले तो estimate करिए, फिर confirm करिए. So by estimating, I can see that this one is bigger. Let's name it P and Q. So same way we will do. Okay students, now question number 6, we have named this angle as P and Q. Now what we have to do, we have again, it's the same as fifth one. You have to measure of angle P, then measure of angle Q, then you have to give answer which one is more. Okay, I am giving you the final answer, but by measuring it you will do it by yourself. Measure of angle Q is more than measure of angle P. This is the final answer, but what is angle P and what is angle Q, that you have to do it by yourself. Now moving to our next question, that is question number 7, that is about fill in the blanks. A part is an angle whose measure is लेस देन दैट ऑफ अ राइट एंगल. वो एंगल जो कि राइट एंगल से कम है, जिसका मेजर, उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? तो राइट एंगल से कम एक ही एंगल होता है, दैट इज एक्यूट एंगल. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट इज बी पार्ट, एन एंगल हुज मेजर इज ग्रेटर देन दैट ऑफ राइट एंगल. तो राइट एंगल से ज्यादा कौन होता है? ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल. ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल. नाउ इन सी पार्ट, an angle whose measure is the sum of measures of two right angle. अगर दो right angle को प्लस कर दे हम, so what is the result? 180 degree, which is called a straight angle. तो sum of two right angles वाला क्या होता है? Straight angle. Now similarly in D part, the question is when the sum of two measures of two angle is that of a right angle. अगर दो एंगल को प्लस करके एक राइट एंगल आता है, राइट एंगल मतलब 90 डिग्री, देन ईच ऑफ देम, तो वो जो एंगल जिनको आपने प्लस किया है वो किस टाइप के एंगल्स होंगे? डेफिनेटली वो ऑब्ट्यूज तो हो नहीं सकते, राइट एंगल भी नहीं हो सकते, वो राइट एंगल से कम वाले ही होने चाहिए, तभी तो आप उन दोनों को प्लस करके राइट एंगल लेकर आओगे. सो द आंसर इज डी पार्ट ऑल्सो एक्यूट एंगल्स. नाउ फॉर ई पार्ट, व्हेन द सम ऑफ द मेजर्स ऑफ टू एंगल इज दैट ऑफ अ स्ट्रेट एंगल. ये बिल्कुल डी पार्ट की तरह ही है, ई पार्ट भी. अगर दो एंगल को प्लस करके एक स्ट्रेट एंगल आता है, देन एंड इफ वन ऑफ देम इज एक्यूट, जस्ट सपोजिंगली फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज अ स्ट्रेट एंगल. ओके, अगर यहाँ पे दो एंगल है, इन दोनों को प्लस करके कितना आता है? स्ट्रेट एंगल. एंड दे सेइंग दैट इफ वन ऑफ देम इज एक्यूट, अगर एक एंगल जो है वो एक्यूट है, देन द अदर विल बी डेफिनेटली ऑब्ट्यूज. अगर एक एक्यूट है तो दूसरा ऑब्ट्यूज होगा. सो ई पार्ट आंसर इज ऑल्सो ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल. ओके, नाउ मूविंग टू अवर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. In question number 8, you will do it by yourself. What you have to do, find the measure of the angle shown in the each figure. आपको सारे फिगर्स में इस टाइप का डायग्राम बना हुआ है. वन प्रोटेक्टर इज गिवन and angle is made. So you have to measure only this part. We will put the protector in this way and then we will measure what is the value of this angle. So total 4 parts are there. Let me tell you the answer of 4 parts. You have to do it with the help of protector. We can't measure it. First you can estimate the angle, that how much it will be. Okay, it can be acute, it can be obtuse. So first estimate the result and then confirm your result by measuring with this in actually. Okay, so in 8th part the answer of first will be 30 degree. Okay, and the answer of second will be 120 degree. Answer of third part will be 60 degree and answer of fourth will be 150 degree. I have measured all the angles with my protector. That's why I am giving you this answer, and I am giving this answer so that whenever you will perform it, at least you can make sure that whatever you have done is right or not. Okay, so you can complete this 8 question. Now coming to our question number 9. In question number 9, the question is find the angle measure between the hands of the clock in each figure. So in 9 there are 3 clocks. Okay, at 1 it's like this, 9 and 12, and the timing is written 9 a.m. Now the question is, what is the angle between this? Definitely this angle is 90 degree. Okay, similarly in next part, it's 1 p.m. 1 and 12, and it is written 1 p.m. Now what is the angle between these two ends of a clock? You can measure it with the help of protractor, and it will be 30 degree. And you have to mention that what type of angle is this. So this is right angle. Okay, and this is less than 90 degrees, so this is acute angle. Similarly, the third clock, it's going to be 6 p.m. This is 6 and this is 12. This is 6 p.m. Now what is the angle? This angle is 180 degree. You can measure it. And what type of angle is this? This is straight angle. So I hope you have understood question number 9. Very easy. The only thing they have tried to show you that angles are also formed between the hands of a clock. This can be a real example of any kind of angle, acute angle, right angle, whatever angle you want to make. You can show it with the help of clock. This can be your one of the example. Now in question number 10. क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 is इन्वेस्टिगेट. आपको इन्वेस्टिगेट करना है, मतलब ढूंढना है. क्या इन्वेस्टिगेट करना है? इन द गिवन फिगर द एंगल मेजर्स 30 डिग्री. Such diagram is made, and they are saying that this angle measures 30 degree. Look at the same figure through a magnifying glass. Now what we have to do? We have to look at the same angle by using magnifying glass, which is sometimes available in your geometry box also. Does the angle become larger? क्या मैग्नीफाइंग एंगल से नापने पर क्या ये एंगल बड़ा हो जाता है? Does the size of the angle change? Okay, fine. Now see, whenever I will watch this angle by using magnifying lens, definitely this shape will look quite bigger. But the value of angle will not change. The value of why it will not change, beta? Because the value of angle depends on this slope. This slope on this baseline, which will be same however you make it big. Okay? So first you will write, yes, the angle becomes larger. Angle तो larger हो जाएगा. Becomes larger, but the size of the angle, will not change. Okay, the size of angle will not change. So this is your question number 10, because the size of angle depend on this slope as per this baseline. Now next question is question number 11. Measure and classify each angle. This question you have to do it by yourself. Okay, you have to measure all the angles by using protractor like this. Okay, measure it and then you have to classify it. And its answer I will share you in the group when you will do it. Okay, when you will complete this exercise, then I will share you the final answer of question number 11, that you have to do it by yourself. Okay, do it and then I will share you the final answer, so you can cross check your answer that whatever you have done is right or not. Okay students, so in this way you can complete this exercise 5.4 on today's date, or by tomorrow. You are having time till tomorrow. You can complete this whole exercise. The exercise is very simple, very short answers are there, and the concept is same as in the concept we have discussed in exercise 5.3. The different types of angle, 6 types of angle. If you know those 6 types of angle, and if you know how to measure angle using this protractor, then this exercise will be very easy for you. Okay students, so next topic we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.